Hello and welcome back to this Let's Play series in Crusader Kings 3 Realms in Exile. We are playing the Great Northern Warhost with Zalg the Despoiler. Last episode we started invading the Golden Realm of Metloshukane for the Kingdom of Usrievar. He doesn't hold the entire kingdom, but he holds most of it, so we're trying to acquire that so we can break the Golden Realm. Mordor is involved in this war. Also, the Kingdom of South Rovanian, um, who is currently not that big and powerful, but they bring a considerable amount of people to the equation. The big problem is, however, we've also been invaded by the Great Holy War for the overlordship of the Grey Mountains, which is a problem because they have a lot of soldiers. We also have allies in this war. Um, most of our vassals are answering the Great Holy War. The problem is so are theirs. They have a lot of soldiers, and I do mean a lot. Um, Including some very nasty ones. They have heavy cavalry, uh, and even war Muma kills apparently, which have very high stats actually. But among them, the most problematic are the archers, which counter the monsters that we currently have. And there's a lot of archers in here. They also have very effective siege engines and large numbers of heavy cavalry, which would counter our archers and archer cav. We have neither of those. The problem is I can't see the full list of what they're bringing in this conflict. So I don't know exactly what we would need to counter them. Probably we would benefit more from having Karagors at this point, but we were caught in the middle of a conflict and there is absolutely no way that we can uh, handle a replacement as well of our men at arms. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna increase the amount of heavy infantry that we have, first of all. Um, we're gonna continue our siege here to hopefully finish the problem with Usrievar and then start to try and fight back against the Great Revolt, against the Great Holy War. Mordor, I did see Mordor here for a moment. Where have they gone? I cannot see them anymore. Let's get rid of these guys. We don't need to siege a lot more. And then we can try to organize a defense for this Great Holy War. Let's find you a spouse. Preferably someone close to your age. That will do. Let's get rid of them. Yeah, we'll accept you. My son. Those are not some very good stats, I have to say. Marry her. How far away are we from primogenitura? 30 years. Why so far away? Because our learning is not that great, that's why. Come back here. You. Craven, shy, or paranoid, and you're supposed to be a fighter. We'll go with shy instead. Craven would be a very bad one to take. Can we see their army yet? Not quite. No, not quite. Siege faster, my dude. I might actually summon my extra soldiers for this. We can extort subjects. There we go, that's the war for Usrievar done. So, we gained some more court artifacts. No, what are you looking at? They want territory, basically. This is now expected. So, let's increase these. 48 a month. Wow. We are spending a lot of that we're spending a lot on simple court amenities. Right, do we have any decision? We have fortified the northern pass. Which duchy is this? We don't completely control it, okay. Really, we have to completely control Upper Khand or South Rovanian. Why? Well, whatever. I'm gonna obviously have to pause to figure out what to give to whom. And then we're gonna have to somehow defend ourselves from the Great Holy War. So give me a moment, I'll be right back. So here we are. I gave most of these away. I'm gonna unpause here for a second, and I'm gonna give him the duchy as well. Let's see if we can build. We can't for some reason. Okay. Let's give him the duchy then. It's this one, isn't it? Yeah. Let's unpause a bit more, and now can we build? Yes, now we can build the orc barracks. For you, unfortunately, I forgot to change the duchy building, so I don't know what he's gonna do there. And the same here, he has bailiff's tax offices, which is gonna upgrade into our tax offices, I think, but it's not a major problem. He's just gonna pay us more money. Now we somehow need to organize a defense, so let's get our army in Dorwinion, not through there, please. I don't want you to pay stupid amounts of money for it. Let's get our army in Dorwinion and let's wait for the great crusade to arrive, because I have no idea where they're gonna appear. It is unfortunate we're getting crusaded. There are other targets to be crusaded, game, other than me. But look at this monster. Look at how big they are. Jesus. Yeah, that's fine. So we're gonna wait for the Grand Crusade to arrive because there's nothing else we can do. We cannot fight someone else while this is going on. Is there anyone we can improve? Yes. Yes, there is. Yeah, that's fine. Since we have stupid amounts of money, let's improve on our infrastructure. That's 2 years, that's 2 years. This would give us considerable amount, and this would give us less. So let's improve that. Same here. You are stationing war trolls, so I'm not bothered. Let's improve this. And the rest of them probably won't matter as much, simply because here we're stationing Grand Khy. This no longer has the problem with the elvish buildings, with the elvish thing. We cannot upgrade this, but we can upgrade the castle. And we'll see if this will give us a bigger monster bonus than the delving. We can improve money here. Let's do that. And I suppose here we'll be stationing something else in the future, so... But no, because we're gonna give these away. We're gonna give Mount Gram away, basically. So we're gonna improve just these for now. Where else? Dol Guldur. Dol Guldur is still gonna have the Elvish problem. Yeah, it will. Okay. I forgot, was Dol Guldur reforged? No. So we don't have Amon Lank, we have actual Dol Guldur. Come on, where are your soldiers? The Great Crusade. Now that we've conquered Usrievar, we're in a position to conquer Nurun Kizdin as well, which is going to give us another subterranean kingdom. So we will be taking that at some point. Who wants... You want the overlordship of the Grey Mountains. That's tough, because you're not going to get it. Right. Are you all in Usrievar? You are. So we're gonna have a revolt on our hands in 30 months. We're starting to get a ticking war score, which is good. Orktown has built the slaves' mines of the deep. What, already? Okay. I'm not quite sure what we will station here. This does improve the fort level, so We'll see. For now, let's work on more Uruk pits. 5% just from sitting. The problem is I'm losing supplies as well. Is he the guy I'm trying to sway? Yes. Um, I think this might be true. He's a bold maniac, belligerent, and he doesn't like me. Let's confront him. So that backfired. Whatever. Let's reduce his feudal obligations. That came out as a loss, but it is what it is. We are losing soldiers because we don't have the supply. Yeah, go ahead. Where is your army, man? Because they could come from anywhere down in the south. I have no idea if they're gonna come from here or if they come from here. You finally took this. That's fine, because we want to take this away. He is your heir, isn't he? Yes, yes he is. So, can we remove your staff? Will you accept? You will not accept. I can't deal with a revolt right now. Why are you fleeing? Who did you fight? So who are you? My grandson. Okay. You can get married then. Yep. Let's educate someone else if we have someone good to educate. We'll sort by age. Oh, isn't this the Great Crusade? It's more like the Great Waiting. Let me have a sip of tea while we're waiting. We're drinking tea while the invasion comes. Ah, nice and fresh. Uruk Pit in Orktown. This is building so stupidly fast. Are you giving a bonus? Oh yeah. Building construction time, minus 50%. Fool. Build. Please. Do we have another plague near our capital? Not quite, but it might reach there. How strong is this plague? That's not ours. Okay, I'm not gonna be worried. It's quite far from it. How much supply do we have in our army? 146. We are starting to lose some of these traits we've been carefully cultivating, but hopefully we have enough people to preserve them as well. I haven't been paying as much attention to all of this because it's insane at this point. I haven't even looked to see how many we have. 895. There's close to 1,000 people in my dynasty. Yeah, I'm not gonna manage that anymore. we're just gonna bring them in from wherever we can into the main branch, and that's that. Otherwise, they can do whatever they want. I'm not gonna try to play this unending game of managing every single dynasty member. Where the hell is your army, man? So let's have a look at this. We can only surrender or enforce demands, and if we enforce demands, nothing spectacular happens. So how many soldiers do we have now? 130 to the 93. That's not great. We need a new caravan master, target. How is our champion, by the way? 38, and mine is 57, of which this would be 17. So if I remove this, he still doesn't have anywhere near as much. This is so obnoxious. Right, can I replace you? No. You're actually going to keep this. You know what? Keep it. I don't care. Let's build you some... we can build windmills? Really? And we still can't build fortifications. How annoying is that? So yeah, orcs apparently are not big on improving fortifications. 41%. If they don't get here soon, we're just gonna time it out. And this is gonna be the most boring episode on the planet, because I can't do anything while this invasion is going on. Yeah, Mary, make good babies. Because our own main branch is probably gonna fail in several regards. I received an invitation to visit his pit. How lovely. Wouldn't you like to visit an orc pit? Who are your parents? Whatever. Your stats are extremely good. Can we improve anyone? Robust and pretty, yes we can. But this is in more dire need, so improve her instead. Right, so this is the point where we get a bunch of events, challenges basically. Diplomacy, learning, and this would be stewardship, but because we have architects, we just get it guaranteed. The books, the poor books. Can he even read? He's an orc, not... Training yard in Orc Town. Yeah, let's continue with that. I have done all I can to convince him. I stole his gold. And he's very happy about it, which is good. So back to the great holy sitting, because it's not a war at all. There they are, finally. Oh my god, I've been waiting for you for so long. You want to be temperate. No, you can be cynical. We have a new stewardship perk. We can now sell titles. So let's sell some titles, because what could possibly go wrong there? Oh, and they're coming in the south as well. I was not expecting that. But yeah, the vast majority of them are in the Anduin Vale. So let's get in here. Right, you could do with some improving. But you know what, you can marry her, that's fine. And you need someone strong and beautiful. Let's see. We'll try it with him. So where exactly are you all going? Because that's not where the fight is. Summon the physician. Desperate measures. Are we still controlling plagues? We are. We'll condemn him. At least we still have supplies. Is this our best one? Probably. Weapon stores in Orc Town. Continue building this up, please. Right, we're finally at the point where it matters. You are a murderer, but you like me, so I don't particularly care. Let's see, can we fight this and win? Is the question. We have a daughter. We need someone strong. And who preferably has the rest of the stats as well. You hold which one? That wouldn't be terrible. Go. Marry. Let's see, folks. So much for that. Let's unsiege this real quick. Now I'm gonna guess, yep, they're sieging that there as well, which is annoying, but there's not a lot I can do because I can't be in 5 places at once. Fortunately, if I unsiege these and maybe catch them in another battle, I should be able to win this. Come on, man, move faster. We need to go in the south as well. Right, he's swayed. I no longer need to sway him that much. And let's have a look at our laws. Who still opposes us? You do. Can we sway you now? Well, actually, isn't he terrified? Who opposes me? He does, but he's intimidated. How do you oppose me if you're intimidated? You have to be terrified. Okay. I couldn't quite grasp how he was still doing that. So let's unsiege this. We have an adventurer. Where do you want to go? To Harondor. How much do you cost? Quite a bit. We'll send you anyway, because your skill is legendary. We are holding on to Erebor, which should give us a bonus. Oh my god, 99%, are you kidding me? There we go, 100%. The great waiting is done. Oh my days. The pitiful soldiers of Fravad were no match to our warriors. Yeah, they barely even made it here. Under the wise and pious leadership of High Overlord Zalg, very pious, the Pardahunuk faithful repelled the invaders and reaffirmed once more their claim over the Grey Mountains. Perhaps next time the Aryan Arshan will not be so eager to throw away the lives of his followers in a futile attempt to test the power of Melkor. The infidels tasted the wrath of Melkor. Good. Now this is done. Train for a tournament. So, how far are we away from that? 27 years. You have a rebellion, do you? You do. Let's put down this rebellion. It's in here. Okay. Let's put down this rebellion. And then we'll have a look at that vassal we need to take away. You are amazing. Who can we improve? You will do. Something truly unique, please. You are not quite as amazing, but you're definitely good. And this looks like a good candidate for you. More carps. You really like carps, don't you? Is this a golem thing? Right, let's stop with that. Let's get rid of the special troops. We do not need them. And we will join your rebellion. And we'll beat the hell out of them. You are defending against things that don't really interest me. Right, so you. Are you still gonna disagree with that? Yes, you will. You're not allied to anyone though. So we're just gonna raise our army. We're gonna take away your stuff because you absolutely shouldn't be there. Is she in my court? No. Uh, I'm so sorry. Hopefully that wasn't too loud in your microphone. That was a sudden one. Come on. Give me the siege engines, please. Not the whole army, just the siege engines. Thank you. So, about your holding, dear vassal. We could use a hook. And he might accept. Nah. Great Northern Warhost flux spreads. What the hell? Another plague. Just isolate the capital. I'm not in the mood to deal with this. Come on, rebel. Thank you. Siege this down. Show him in. Serve me well. Dynasty legacies. Quiet traditions. Dynasty members are less likely to die or get wounded in battle and have a higher chance of gaining prowess serving as knights. That's good. We're gonna get men-at-arms, counter efficiency and advantage, and then we're gonna get private army. We're not gonna use the private army for them, though, I don't think. We'll see if we use it for Karagors. We could use some Karagors. There we go. Don't worry, bud, you won't be in prison for long. First of all, we're gonna take away your stuff. And second of all, you are free to go. We're just gonna ransom you. I cannot ransom you. I do not want you to lose your implicit claims, but this would lose you just the one we took. That's fine. You can have this, because it is yours. There we go. How are our colonies doing? This can be feudalized. This can be feudalized. What about these? This can be feudalized as well. Do we have any special buildings here? No, just the dwarves do. Okay. Do we seriously not have any? Grey Watch used to have a thing from the dwarves. Let's sponsor a city here. We're gonna hold on to this for a second. We can feudalize you as well. I haven't been paying attention due to obvious reasons. You know what? Actually, I'm not even gonna bother with the special building that may or may not exist. Just have it. So that duchy is complete. So the kingdom of the kingdom of the Iron Hills is completely under our control now. We can colonize the rest of these, and we shall. And then, after we colonize these, we'll either start heading into Moria, or we'll start heading towards Lumima. One of the two. I'm probably gonna start heading into Lumima though, because it's gonna be relatively quick to take over, and they have their own stuff developed as well. And only then we'll probably start moving into Moria. Maybe. We'll see. For now, however, we do absolutely need to vassalize these. Sorry, settle them. Game, would you mind counting my stuff correctly? Thank you. It can't because I'm still holding on to. Okay. So I need to find someone to give this to. How many are in this duchy? 5. So I need someone relatively intelligent, and if I remember correctly, we were having some intelligent people around here. Who are otherwise all given out. Do we have dynasty members that passed away that have intelligent people? Yes, yes we do. And you have no implicit claims on anything, so we can invite you to court. Yeah, sure, I'll take these and I'll destroy them. So we can give you Vardigathod, and we can give you this. Can we create the duchy though? Yes, we can. And you can become the Duke. Congratulations, you are now the Duke of Vardigathod. Heahand, I should say. We can attack south of Vanian, actually. And it would weaken Mordor further. But I think I want to let some time pass, because we're starting to... But no, we have plenty of dynasty members. That makes no sense. So let's attack south of Vanian. We're gonna raise troops here, I think. How many soldiers does Mordor have? Not that many. How many does Khy? Whoa. These are just ridiculous numbers, man. We might have to turn into an administrative realm just to get rid of that. Can we even do that? We don't have the option, do we? No, no, we don't. Key might end up taking over the world. 100,000 soldiers. I mean, we're getting there, but has this been abandoned? Not yet. Okay. Let's holy war you, not for Usrievar, we'll holy war you for South Rovanian. What about Lothlorien? We can attack Lothlorien, can we not? Yes, we can. You know what? We're gonna take what's this called? Tauranon. We're gonna take Tauranon, because... And what about our rebellion? Hold on. We have 20,000 things going on. They're too weak to send an ultimatum. Okay, that's good. We're gonna take just Tauranon. Conquer County. Tauranon. The reason we want to take Tauranon is so that she abandons the goddamn title. I don't care about your rebellion, you can die for all I care. Is that she abandons the goddamn title that she's been holding on to. And we can then take the East Bight later on. Of course you're being joined by Eladan. But at this point it's a bit of a joke. Can we... Yeah, we can even sustain our military with training commanders. And there's absolutely no way that she has enough troops to stop us. Not with 70,000, that's... March and take it, please. The problem is she's gonna siege in the south, and we need to take these territories quickly, so that she doesn't kill off every single family member we have. But we do need to take this territory. We still hold too many territories. What do we have? Colony, 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 colony. Dol Guldur, Throne of Erebor, Kharndum, Orktown, Gundabad, Mount Gundabad, Gormak, Gram. No, this is the territory we need to take. Like we're not holding extra territory. That is the territory. Powerful boars in the hills. This is our adventurer. Go for slightly higher quality, please. I don't even care who this is. She's a bastard. Okay. Well, guess what? You're gonna get married into the dynasty and it won't make any difference. You need someone strong and beautiful. Anyone who fits that bill? That doesn't have full stats otherwise? You'll do. Siege that quickly. So we have a cheating granddaughter somewhere. Orcish women are notoriously hard to please. No orc is good enough. Let the gender wars begin in the comments, please. You brought me a statue of Orofer. From Harondor. Somehow you made it into the Greenwood. Sure, feel free to pause and read that. I guess the orcs would use that statue in a latrine or somewhere. Oh, you brought me additional taxes. How nice. 125. What would I do without those taxes? No, my army is not a nursery. Are we holding any territory that we need to convert? This one is a town dweller. Would you mind promoting my own culture, please? And would you mind converting this? Thank you. Let's do something a bit more useful than 125 every now and again. Who died to me? Who died to me? Who was of interest to me? Yeah, you're no longer of interest to me. Thank you. My grandson in Words wants to be an arrogant diplomat. You know, I wish some of these diplomacy traits, even if they were arrogant and callous, I wish they would give bonuses to diplomacy because there are such things as arrogant diplomats. You can't exactly mess around with diplomats because um, who is this? Come on, game, work for me. Um, imagine you have the diplomat of I don't know, the diplomat of the United States coming around and saying, "You are going to give this to us, otherwise we're gonna have some issues." Um, are you going to refuse? Like, as arrogant as that and as callous as that diplomat might sound, if that diplomat delivers an ultimatum, you're gonna consider it very carefully, aren't you? I will become the owner of a powerful plate armor. Let's do it. Okay. I've never seen that one before, so I didn't know what it would do. I thought it might be a scam, and it is a scam. And if you have it in your events, deny it. We're also going to join your rebellion, bud, because clearly you need it. But first we need to fight Galadriel's army, so please don't die in 5 seconds. Ah, you're gonna lose that rebellion regardless of what I do. A strong economy. So there's that battle one, and let's unsiege stuff. Are you coming down south? You are not. Let's siege that. If you don't want to siege my lands, that's fine, I'll siege yours. Oh, you do want to siege my land. That's frustrating. Yeah, I'm not gonna bribe him. Just kill the fool. Where was this? In here. Okay. And we have a perk. So, we're done with the wealth focus. I'm not that fussed about administrator quite yet. There is something to be said about the diplomacy tree, but I have no one to forcibly vassalize Flexible truces might come in handy, but orcs live a long time anyway. We're not gonna get defensive negotiations with anyone. The only one possibly good would be Patriarch. Um, we're good for intrigue at the moment, so I guess we're gonna start here so we can finish the research faster, and that we don't have to worry with other future generations about it. Please don't kill my family members. Yeah, siege that. Are we gonna do the merry-go-round around the river all day long? The war chief is not swayed. Yeah, we'll take the money, thank you. Was this in Strayhold? It was. Speaking of, are we building? Because I thought Orktown was building fast. And you should have finished by now as well. Not you. You. So we're gonna finalize this chain. We're gonna get an extra knight out of this, I think. No, we already got an extra knight. When? A while ago. Okay, well, we're gonna get army gold maintenance reduction. That's fine. You as well. At this point, that 1% kind of matters, because our army is immense. Let's continue with nothing, because we're gonna give you away. How about you? Yeah, we should absolutely build you up. Some slave mines, maybe, to start with. Do we still have the... We do not. Castle. We need additional tech. We can start with... Do you not have slave stuff? You do not. You have logging outposts, which makes sense. So let's build those up. There we go. We got the last title we needed for the kingdom. Can you please not default to weird maps? Thank you. We got the last title that we needed, and we have holy orders to remove. You all deserve the very best, I don't care. We have furniture. Have the statue of Erefor. Right, I'm gonna pause for a second just to go through the holy orders, just to remove them all, because I completely forgot that I forgot to do that in Yusriavar as well. I'm just gonna remove them all and I'll be right back. Right, that didn't take long. Apparently I only had one to get rid of. We need to give this away, and this is part of this duchy. So let's do that. Why does it keep doing this? This is so annoying. Speaking of kingdom titles, has this been abandoned? No, I'm not gonna steal it, not yet. We attack Lothlorien. Can we attack Utalad? Yes, we can. So let's holy war you. God damn it, game. Here should be fine. It's starting to look more and more and more like the Great Northern Host, which I'm happy with. You can abandon that, thank you, and you can give me the siege towers, thank you. And we can go on a conquering spree. That's quite an army you have for a single duchy. Did we get some items? This can be destroyed, this can be repaired before I completely forget. What? The front porch. Yeah, I suppose I could do that, couldn't I? Why are you his liege? You shouldn't be his liege, so let's retract your vassal. Let's give you this vassal. Thank you. Let's give you this vassal. Family members can get married. Let's see who. My grandson. You need someone to improve your stats. You need Amazonian and beautiful, preferably. And this looks like the only option. And my granddaughter can marry. Right, you're gonna marry outside the dynasty, please. Matrilineally, he will do. So that's the capital taken care of. Let's ransom everyone we can. Let's hook the rest. I can hear the horses um, from her military march, which is quite amazing. What do you have? You'll do fine. Another marriage. No, it's the same one. Okay. Siege this. Oh, fabulous. Is she not ready? No marriage thing? Okay. You can stay betrothed forever if that's what you want. Let's educate her, I don't know. And there it is. Who's your ally? Wow. So you called him as part of the conflict. Interesting. But it makes no difference. We still win. Right, these need to be feudalized. All of them. We're gonna take away your title, good sir. We're gonna turn this into a city. You're building... Really, I cannot click on this, so there we go. You have to sort of spam it to get it going. You have to smash that button, just like I hope you all are, with that like button. And the subscribe button. Is that all of them? Great. So, I'm gonna pause to find someone to give this to, and I'll be right back. So here we are. I couldn't be bothered to find someone who's absolutely genius or whatever, so they could hold a lot of territory. I just found this guy who's gonna improve a little bit some things, but he can't hold all of this territory, not by a long shot. So I'm gonna let him deal with whatever he wants to do. He can probably only hold 3 of them. Good luck. We should have enough to create the title now. So here's the Kingdom of Logathavold, which does change a little bit, but not a lot. Well, we could give it out at this point, but I want to wait for Primogenitura before we start dishing out kingdom titles. There's also a bit of a problem here because somehow this war chiefess managed to get her hands on the duchy. And she's married to him, so they share the same heirs, I think. Not quite. Well, that's good. But potentially they might share the same heirs, so we might have a situation where someone from Medloshed inherits this as well. So I have half a mind to take her duchy away, actually. Do you only hold Rosgobel? You do. We're gonna take that away. Right, we are past the hour mark. We can't exactly attack Lothlorien. Speaking of, have you abandoned it yet? No. And you haven't either, which is annoying. We'll start a war for South Ravanian soon. How are our colonies doing? You need to remove that. That's fine. We can attack them though. Are these colonies? They are. But you're not. So we can attack these two. So let's take you. And I'm not gonna be bothered about that colony. We're just gonna take the settlement instead. The settlement, the delving instead. Very well, swear fealty to me. He kept his word. And he is a woodman. So about that fabrication. Well, actually, no. We can take away your stuff, can't we? We can because we have a claim. That's fine. We'll deal with that later, though. Give me the siege engines. How many are involved in this war? Not many. And we're gonna take these real quick, and we're gonna end the episode after that. How is the de jure? We can create the Rhûn Empire. Yes, yes we can. So we have the Dominion of Rhûn now. Let's get rid of this sword. And let's ransom the kid. And that delving is now ours. You're a bastard, you'd need someone beautiful. Ah, hold on. No. In my dynasty, please. You need someone beautiful. Yep, you'll do. Are we not laying siege to this? Oh, come on, game. What is this? Who's controlling this game? Of course you are. Ah. Okay. No board games. We'll extort subjects. Everyone will pay. Thankfully we managed to do that. Thank you. Not quite sure what happened there. So, what are you declaring for Galadriel? That. Okay. March in here quickly. How are we for time? Yeah, I'm gonna stop the episode here. We started expanding into this as well. We still need to take bits off the Golden Realm, and we still need to take bits off South Rovanian, and we will. Probably next episode though. We still need to take the East Bight from Lothlorien, and then go into Lothlorien proper. And we have a lot to do yet. Before we take on the likes of the Reunited Kingdom and Mordor, we have some ways to go. However, we have grown substantially from a tiny little duchy into this monstrosity. We are bigger than Mordor now, which is a bit of an achievement actually. So on that note, I'm gonna see you in the next episode. Goodbye for now.